Joey! I wasn't ready for that one. I looked at my dog, Joey.
Shit. What's up, Charlie?
What's up, man? John, how are you, buddy?
What's up, brother? How are you, man?
All right, so guess what? We have great news. Joey moved out of the sober house into his own place.
I did.
So how's that? So you've been out for what? 4 days, 3 days, Joe?
Yeah, like 3 days.
Yeah,
Three
that's
days.
awesome.
When did I move out? I don't even fucking remember.
I don't know.
3 days.
It was all undercover. All of a sudden, I just
Well,
came
dude,
home.
it happened.
Hey,
so
Joey's
fucking,
gone.
It's happened so fucking fast. Because the first place I looked at fell through, and that was the one I shook hands with the guy and everything. We set a price, everything. Showed me where I could park. I'm like, I'm fucking finally out of there. I got my hopes up, and then that shit fell through. So I stopped looking.
Got out of the plans.
And
Stop
then
looking for 3 days.
Dude, I was like kind of browsing now, a little bit here and there, and then because I'm not looking for something expensive right now, dude. Like I found this place, apartments are crazy through the roof. I found it's a large studio, $1,000 a month, and it was posted like 20 minutes ago, and I'm like, hey, is this available? Like right away.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, and the next day I went to go see it,
Put your phone on you.
and then
That causes a buzz problem.
Sorry.
Sorry.
He said he had one other girl looking at it, and then
She was ugly, so you got the room.
I sent him fucking 2 references.
Still sick.
Sent him 2 references, and then that day, because this is why it happened so fast, because I had to pay Penny.
You had to pay.
And I was trying to
You're a
fucking-
landlord.
I was either like, I'm either going to stay here another month, and then
Yeah.
like towards the end I'll start looking again.
Right.
So I was like I didn't want to pay him and then fucking,
Find a place and have
Exactly. So
I got you.
Yeah.
But you've been like, we kind of knew it was coming. Toward the end, you're coming up on a year soon, so
Yeah.
it was like.
Yeah, been there a while.
Yeah, like you've been there for a minute. You started
Yeah.
to plan, like you
Yeah.
knew this was the next step.
Yeah.
And
And I get, what's the first thing you fucking said to me? You think that's a good idea?
of course, I would have said.
I know.
You
like
can do anything you want to
dude,
do.
I understand. I get it. Like, a lot of people go right back out as soon as they leave.
Yeah.
I see it all the time.
Yeah, I know.
But,
Someone, not too long ago, guy was
Yeah.
had almost 2 years he stayed in the sober house, and then he left, and not a week later, he went on a run. But again, he didn't. That's why it's so important to. I say this all the time. You gotta build a support group. You really have to build your foundation on concrete, man. You have to, because when you are and you're on your own, there's no accountability. Now you're out there going to work. You want to make sure you're still going to meetings, making sure you're still getting involved in the program.
Right,
making
of course.
That's literally, bro, the first fucking thing I did. Like, I got my shit in that place. I went on the chair app.
Yeah.
Found 2 fucking meetings. 2 different churches right down my block.
Near the
Right down my
Where you live.
Awesome.
Literally, I could throw a baseball at one of them.
Have you been?
So
to
no
them?
excuses.
And no, because Wednesday was the night I moved
Right.
in.
And
And
then
that's on
you-
Wednesdays, and then the other one was tied on Fridays.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah,
But
I
I'm
was
sure there's other meetings being held there.
Of course.
Of course, I was just curious if.
No, I didn't go
Yeah,
yet.
yeah.
But you guys got to come over.
Yeah,
Check
definitely
them
come
out.
in.
You know me, I like to go everywhere.
Yeah, check them out. So,
John, you like to go to
it's,
meetings?
I love
you know
it.
what it is, bro? It's not my first fucking rodeo. Like, as listeners know, I've said it many times, I'm a chronic relapser.
Yeah.
I know what's going to happen if I drink.
Yeah.
This is all gifts of sobriety.
Damn right it is, brother.
You
Damn
know?
right it is. Good for you.
And it's just the next step. I'm not where I want to be. I still struggle, not with using or nothing, but self-worth shit.
Yeah.
I still struggle with that.
Progress, not perfection, right?
Yeah, but I'm
Keep
still
working on
sober.
ourselves.
I'm still going.
Yeah. New level, new devil.
Yeah. And tonight I was happy to see everybody again too.
Oh, it was a packed house tonight.
Yeah, it was a good meeting.
I liked it.
Pitt's where it's at, bro. I've
I
always said
like
Pitt's
that
where it's-
Friday night meeting, but
Friday.
I was never really, maybe like Charlie said, I might have went there once or twice, like for your anniversary, but
Right.
we always had to, stay at Your Journey Begins,
Right.
which is fine.
Yeah.
But that Friday night meeting is a fucking fantastic
It's a great
meeting.
Yeah, I pretty much know everyone there. It's a good one.
Yeah,
That's what happens when you go to these meetings a lot. You start to make friends.
Yeah.
Fellowship.
it was good.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Charlie's Monster did a gunshot.
Did
Did you
No,
hear
so
that
it
thing
was
go
empty.
off?
No, so it was empty. It was one of those with the screw top. Because it was the big one. So it was empty, but I must have crushed it a little bit. So I put the top on, and it was on the floor. I didn't touch it, and all of a sudden, bang! I was like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" Like scared the shit out of me. You
Really?
didn't hear that?
No.
During someone speaking.
I didn't hear
Joe,
that.
even Joe,
Yeah.
Jack's not this Joe, the
Oh, yeah,
other Joe.
Yeah.
She turned around and was like, What the hell was that?
But I will say, you know, you kind of like, you know, like as I'm laying there at night, like in the new place, I'm still getting used to it and shit. But I'm like, you know, did I make the right choice? You know, and I you know, I think I did. I built my foundation. I got all you guys, you know, and that I feel like that house served its purpose for me.
Yeah. Then you just again, you
know.
don't.
It all comes down
when
to
you're
me.
ready. It's when you're ready.
Yeah.
There's no time.
Yeah,
Oh, you're gonna
course.
stay here for 6 months. You're gonna stay here
know.
for a year. It's when you're ready. You'll know when you're
Yeah.
ready. Just like in the morning when I always say
Yeah.
I get got up in my brain before I get John
Yeah.
up in my brain, and then it can take 10 minutes in the morning. It can take 20 minutes. It can take 30. When I'm ready, I know I'm okay.
Yeah.
So as long as you know you're okay, you're
Yeah.
spiritually fit to move on, then you can do anything you want.
I
man.
just gotta stay close.
But you again, just like anything, just don't. You have to continue to do what you know.
Yeah.
You gotta make sure you're hitting the meetings. You don't allow work to.
No.
Because people will say I become a workaholic,
I
and
know.
then what happens?
Well,
is
that's when
they
my
start
boss
to
is
work.
like, "Oh, you can work longer hours
Yeah,
now."
no.
On Tuesdays and Fridays.
You still have to hit the
I'm
meetings,
like, yeah,
bro. You
but
still-
yeah.
That's what we do. Then all of a sudden we're working
Yeah.
5 days a week. We're not hitting
Yeah.
meetings during the week, and then the weekend comes, and then we want to go
Yeah.
see something, go to the movies, or do something.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, sobriety just seems to take a back seat, and that's no good because then.
absolutely.
Again, like they say, anything you put in front of you, sobriety, you're going to lose. And it's the God's honest truth. I've seen
Absolutely.
it way too many times.
Yeah.
You know, so as long as you keep moving forward,
Yeah.
and knowing.
Next week, I'm going to Florida.
Yes, you are.
And guess what I have planned out already?
What?
Bar up.
Meetings.
Boy,
Meetings.
Charlie.
I got meetings that I'm going to.
Yeah. Well,
Well, your dad,
yeah, he's going.
your family's gonna be down there.
Yeah.
Your dad goes to a bunch of
Yeah,
meetings.
he's
before,
gonna.
so that's-
He's already. He's like,
awesome.
oh,
So
we
we
got
got-
early in the morning. You know?
We got a foundation already built,
Yeah.
being built down there.
I'll show him how we do it up here.
I like it.
I told you what happened last time we went to a meeting down there in Florida.
No.
I was like, yeah, I'm visiting from New York. They're like, I'm like, I'm one of you guys. Relax.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no, so
They
New
love freedom
Yorkers.
down there.
Nah.
Crazy
That's
bastards.
funny.
And I'm going shooting. I'm excited for that.
That's cool.
Yeah. You get to do these things
And
today.
Universal.
Nice. City Walk.
Taking the kid to Universal.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, City Walk is great. They had that little Italian joint over there, Vivo.
I haven't been there since I was a
bro,
kid.
let me tell you something. I remember. Check it out. I'm not gonna say nothing. Just go and check it out. You'd be very surprised when you think of Italian food in Florida. Let me
It was
tell you
good?
something. That place was awesome. They had this ink squid pasta thing.
Oh, I like that shit.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
awesome, bro.
Okay, you know
It's
what
like
it
a
is?
little
Like,
spice to
not
it.
that I don't feel like I don't deserve nice things, because
you do.
I do because
do.
I'm doing the right thing, and it's like I feel like it's a little fucking too much sometimes, man. Because it's like I haven't been on vacation in like fucking I don't know since my father
Well, you're
stopped
too
paying.
busy.
I stopped going.
Sleeping in the room.
Yeah, and I was like,
Sleeping
if I
in the
don't
room with
fucking,
your,
if I don't have
with
my
your curtains hung up, on the window.
Oh yeah,
your
the
bed
tacks
sheets.
on the fucking towels over the windows. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you are, man.
But,
These are things
Yeah, it's
that
like
God's blessings are endless, man. And
Yeah.
God, we
I still
there's a
struggle
life
with
out
like
there, man.
trying to enjoy the fucking moment. You know, I still project like I'm not where I want to be. I'm not where I want to be. I'm not where I want to be.
All
And
you
it's
do-
like I'm never stopping to fucking slow down and appreciate like what's happening and what's going on.
Yeah.
That little card that we have, like I checked them all off.
all your goals.
Yeah.
Like that
Oh,
you
the
can
CK postcard.
Yeah.
do. Yeah, you're right where you belong.
And I looked at it because I looked at my wall and I'm like, oh shit.
Like,
Because
got
apartment,
that,
getting
got
an
that.
apartment was on it, and I was like, holy shit, like.
And imagine that was only within this time. Imagine what's
Yeah.
going to happen in the next year.
Yeah.
If this is what you've gotten already,
Right.
that's why I keep coming to these things and keep getting involved in stuff. If this is what God's blessing me with now,
Yeah.
what the heck? Bro, it's beyond my wildest dreams.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. I'm just here for the journey.
I'm excited. I really
good for you,
want to
man.
get
That's
this.
big. That's big. Getting like that's big.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of us take that for granted. Listen, you come into the rooms, you see guys that forget just are homeless. They have nowhere to live.
Yeah.
These guys have no licenses. You know, they have legals. They got, they're in debt
Oh,
for
yeah,
their
yeah, yeah,
years.
yeah.
And slowly but surely, they keep doing the next right thing. They start working a program of recovery. And all of a sudden, people like getting a license. People think like, oh, everyone's got a license. But you know how difficult it is to get a license back? It's easier to get a license
very
at
hard.
16
Fines
years
and
old
shit,
than it is to
yeah.
get one back.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
I mean, it took...
Well, we watched Jack go through
Yeah,
that
it
shit,
took a
man.
long
Yeah,
time.
it's
Fucking fines
it's a
and
blessing
whatnot,
to
yeah.
have that stuff. even when.
Yeah.
Like when he said the other day, a few months ago, I'm like, court again. I'm like, dude, I took you to court 6 months ago for this shit.
Oh, it took him a while.
More paperwork.
Yeah, it's fucked up. It's like they don't want you back on the road.
It took him like a year and a half to get
crazy. But he did it.
But he did it.
He did it.
One day at a time.
He stayed patient, and he fucking did it.
And that was it. Patient.
He didn't give up. He kept going.
Just kept moving forward, slow and steady. Wasn't allowing the chaos in life to overwhelm him. It was just nice and slow. But he spoke about it.
Yeah.
He talked about. He talks about. Give it a voice.
Yeah.
We work these problems out. It's not just a we program. It's we life, man. This is we live life together. We grow from each other and we learn from each other, and together we can do anything, man. Two sober heads together, can do a lot, So, but yeah, man. Listen, don't think too much about did I make the right move. It's in God's hands. It's all in God's hands.
And then
make the move right and just keep doing it.
There you go.
Yeah,
well said. Yeah, well, it's good. Look at you, Charlie.
My
name's
on
then
my name's on the thing.
To be honest, bro, I didn't fucking.
I come up with shit sometimes.
I got stickers. I keep forgetting. I got stickers I gotta give you.
Yeah. He's like, my name is on there.
What the fuck was I gonna say?
Do come up with something within the hour.
I don't feel like I ran out of there, man. I was there for.
Nah, you were there.
No,
10 months, 10 and a half months.
Your exit strategy might have been a little.
I had no choice.
I'm just saying it could have been. I mean, one of the guys in the house was like, "Yeah, it was just." Well, this is how it went down. It was like this.
Oh, I was in there like a ninja.
He's like, "Yeah, man.
I
was just watching the TV, and then Joe's like, I'm taking this. It's mine." And then turn around. I was like, "Wait, he took the coffee maker too."
Yeah.
It's like, now we got no TV and no coffee.
He actually gave me a hand with everything. I figured you knew what was going on because I didn't want to say. I texted everybody afterwards, but I knew. So I kind of knew that you were finding out because I'm like that fucking camera because I started calling.
It was like
I'm like that thing's blowing up right now, and I'm like Charlie's watching.
Finally,
then I saw a hawk, and I'm like fuck.
Well, you wouldn't have had to say if you would be like.
Oh shit!
Hey man, again, a lot of times we want to do things that we want to do. We feel like we know.
I just didn't want to get stuck paying him and paying this guy.
No, what I'm saying is,
honestly, if I had to do that, I wouldn't have been able to.
No,
because I fucking had
to
lay out.
I'm not worried about that. I'm just saying a lot of times we do things and we don't want to say something because we feel like we know what the person's going to say. Like you don't call your sponsor to say, "Hey, what do you think?" Because we know he's going to say
like
no.
Maybe one of you guys are going to try to stop me.
Correct.
No. Yeah.
No,
but
again,
I don't think he might have.
No, I'd do the same thing I told you when you told me you were moving. I was
legit,
like, as long as you feel like you're okay. You know,
I actually caught a resentment a little bit towards it.
Well, then I guess we write it down.
Because I fucking wrote what?
Yeah, what? Tell us.
No, I wrote, the goodbye thing, and Jack was like, "See ya, dude." I got so mad, bro.
Oh, not against me.
No.
Oh.
You're like, don't listen to Jack and don't drink and go to meetings.
Or listen to Jack
like this
and go to
fucking
meetings.
Guy, bro. I got pissed.
Yeah. It's funny. We both said something to Jack.
Yeah, of course.
I really got.
I didn't write anything, but I knew I was going to.
Well, I did get upset. I didn't hear from you.
But I knew I was going to speak to you separately.
Yeah, but I got upset, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Just so everyone understands, we have a group text with me, John, and Joe. So sometimes things get thrown in that group text. I don't respond purposely because I'd rather speak to the person personally because sometimes people take it the wrong way.
Correct.
So when Jack wrote the "See ya," I'm like, damn, that was fucking harsh.
Yeah.
Thinking that he was being a dick about it.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure he was, but I actually did say something. I'm like, dude, that was kind of a dick move.
Yeah.
He goes, well, he got it there so fast and didn't say goodbye. I'm like, all right, well is there a
nobody
reason for you to
home.
say anything?
Yeah.
Or
So
say something
I was
in
harboring
person?
that.
We're so sensitive.
Then today,
children.
I've been I'm like, these motherfuckers created a new group chat.
No. That's where our brains go.
Yeah,
Brains the negative.
Yeah, bro, that's my girl. I'm like, fuck all those motherfuckers. Dude, I fucking was upset, bro. I'm like, I went through everything with these guys.
Well, hold on.
You know what? Then I have...
No, go ahead.
I don't know if I want to...
No, well, then I'm going to say something.
Me?
But you didn't...
Is that what you posted on Facebook then?
Yeah, towards Jack.
Was it
not towards you?
Jack? I thought... No, because you just said you thought we closed that group.
No, that was
after. I thought it was... Right, so I thought maybe you thought all of us.
No.
See, I didn't
spoke
say...
to you about
I didn't... Well, I talked to you separately, but I'm
Yeah.
saying I didn't say anything on that group text because I didn't want anything to come across rude.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll speak to Joe later. It's not a big
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
deal.
No, I was
I
upset.
called him.
bro.
I called him immediately. I was like, "Hey, man."
I was
what's
upset,
going on?"
dude.
But that's again,
And
and you're allowed to be.
I told my
It's,
boss
it's called feelings.
These motherfuckers.
And you're
Bro,
gonna get
I
your
told
feelings
so
back when
many
you're
people
sober.
about. I was like, bro, I was tight, bro. I was tight.
Yeah.
I don't remember you calling me then, Joseph.
I did. I called you this. Did I call you this morning?
No, I'm saying when
Oh,
that
after.
bothered you, you should
Yeah.
have reached out to me. But I would have been like,
I took it as like
I'm
a
giving you a hug.
fucking fuck you, goodbye. You know.
yeah, but you can't let. But again, you can't let one person say
Yeah,
something.
but that
Yeah,
one person
I
is
know,
like my
I know,
major
I know.
supporter.
But again,
Can I
that's
tell you
why
something, though?
I didn't say anything after that. I saw that and I'm like, all right, you know what?
Yeah.
I'll just
But
talk to
listen,
Joe
you got to
separately.
remember something too.
I'm actually happy we're discussing this.
He's just as he's
Oh,
just
it's
as
funny they're saying
he's
that.
just
Yeah.
as sick as you are.
I know.
And
Because that bothered me a little bit.
We all
too.
take shit to heart.
we all. You don't think Jack was hurt?
That I left?
Of course,
Really?
of course.
Why, you don't think so? I don't
No.
know.
Of course.
Really?
Of course. Absolutely. Who doesn't want to wake up every morning and hang out with Joey? Like,
Who's also
Like, you were all
and
like
also
brothers,
you could catch
yeah,
a
man.
resentment because why can't I get out of here?
could.
That's what I was thinking. I was like,
No,
he's
I don't
fucking
think it was
mad at
that.
me,
Like,
or-
a resentment that.
Oh,
I
I'm
think it
not
was-
saying that's how I felt.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
That could happen as well.
Yeah, like we're gonna have to bring Jack on and ask him.
I
But
thought he was
I really
coming
feel
tonight.
like it was he had.
No, he
he
said,
had
fuck
grabbed
you.
his-
I was so
no, he had to
mad.
go grab his son.
Dude, I was fucking
But,
fuming, bro.
yeah, man,
I screenshotted it.
Be upset that
I
you.
was like,
Who'd you
look
send
at
that
this.
to?
My girl. I'm like, this motherfucker. I was so angry, bro.
She
I
said,
was so angry.
If Jen
bro.
listens to this, like, anytime
She
he's
listens.
feeling like that, you call your sponsor. Say, hey, you better call your sponsor.
Well, I'm happy we fucking talked about it, bro. It was bothering
That's what we do.
me,
We give it a
man.
voice.
That shit was bothering
It's
me,
gonna
bro.
come out.
That's
if you don't give it a
fucked
voice.
up.
That
It's
shit
so
was
funny.
bothering me, dude. I didn't. I was like,
No, I get it.
It's all right. You're allowed.
I think I
feel,
wrote
man.
like I
You
left
good.
shit in the cabinet for the new guys or some
Yes,
shit.
yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
And I did. Did they click? Because I was like, it was all Tupperware. I was like, maybe somebody will use it. I was gonna throw it out.
What do you mean? I think somebody in the house sold it for $11.
$11.
could sell this.
Anyway, free Tupperware, $11.
Guys, if you
What is
need,
it?
I'm actually I'm starting a Tupperware business.
Yeah, of course.
It's selling Avon. Paper chef.
Damn. I'm happy. I feel a lot better, bro. That shit's been eating at me.
Whoa, I'm sorry. Well, hold on. That's
I
probably
gave it a voice.
the most important thing on this that we've been talking about. You said what? You gave it a voice, and now you feel better.
Yeah.
Psst. Isn't that amazing how that works?
Yeah.
Give it a voice. Something's bothering you. Talk about it. Put it on paper. Let's talk about it. Give it a voice. See, for me, and an alcoholic, and I would hide things. I wouldn't say
Yeah.
things. Something bothered me. I buried it.
That's what I did. That's what I did.
And then eventually, I would explode
Yeah.
on the wrong person.
Yeah. That's
The person who
what I
didn't
did,
deserve
bro.
it.
And I was harboring that shit.
Yeah, give it a voice. You know better.
I know.
Yeah, because what happens is stuff like that.
And I even wrote, bro. I wrote like, appreciate that. Thanks.
I was on that chat. I'm
And he
aware.
wrote
That's why I'm like,
fucking
oh,
question
geez.
mark.
I listen,
And then
again,
that's when you wrote, don't listen to Jack and don't drink and go to meetings.
Exactly.
That's
saw-
what happened.
I was at work, so I saw all of that at once. I
Yeah,
saw his at
yeah,
once.
yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I'm not even piggyback.
I'll see him in a minute.
I'm not gonna piggyback on any of this shit. Yeah, because
You're right. Maybe he was going through something at that moment.
Yeah. And when well,
don't
he
think-
is in general going through.
Well,
something
yeah,
right
and that's
now.
what I'm saying.
But
He's got
again, like
shit
when it
going
comes down, especially like the four of us over the past year have been very close. Like
Yeah,
grown
that's
very,
why I was
very
so
close.
fucking upset.
So
Dude,
he
Jack,
might not know
so,
how to
like,
handle
when
his
I
emotion at that time.
when I got to that house, I fucking latched onto him.
Yeah.
I latched onto him.
I
Every
remember.
morning I was going to work. I was dropping him off at East Coast.
Yeah.
Which I heard he's back. That's
Yeah.
oh
great.
yeah. He started back there this
And
week.
I was under his wing, bro, for a while.
Yeah.
And he did a good job. We ran that house great, man. It was solid for a while.
He does a great job.
Yeah.
Nah, she's.
So I heard he might
What?
he might become manager again. I'm hearing or something.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck. It may have.
That's what I heard.
Maybe.
Yeah. He should,
He's.
but he's got to lay the law down. Like this is
Yeah.
I'm doing it.
Yeah.
This is,
I
you know.
think it
I think
was,
that was his procrastination.
Oh well, I think one thing had to be gone
Yeah,
before that, and I think that happened today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
Good.
believe.
That's what I heard.
Listen, we all have to have that purpose in life, you
Yeah.
know, and brings us joy
Yeah.
to finally find it. you know?
Yeah.
So
So-
I'm really proud of you, man. You're doing really well. You're doing good.
You know what else will help you calm down is if you get a facial by Bear Aesthetics. Just our sponsor.
Oh, we have a sponsor?
No,
Yeah, my wife.
Gina was on the show.
You
last
should leave
week.
the clip. You should.
I'm kidding. Gina was on the show last
Is that the
week.
name of the thing?
It's killing-
Bear Aesthetics?
That's the name of her place.
Bear Aesthetics?
Yeah.
But she was on the show last week.
That's
and
the link, right?
And she did. A lot of people listened to the show from last
I know,
week.
she killed it.
And then tonight
I saw the downloads, and it's even more now.
Yeah, I was at John's, and John's like, "Oh, babe, we're gonna be late after the meeting because we're gonna do a recording." She's like, "Oh, you guys didn't invite me? Enjoy less downloads." I was like, "Wow."
Dude,
I was like, damn.
Honestly, bro, well, up until your wife now, he had his episode.
Correct.
What was it, Mr. John or something?
Dear John.
Dear John. That was our high, and now your wife's got the high.
Well, according to John, it's his and his wife's show. It's not just her show.
Okay.
I love her.
So she.
Yeah, my wife is.
She's now
is
they
the
got
best,
the.
man.
she's
Well,
now
that's
the-
great that we
She's
had her on.
fantastic.
That's good.
And that's like I always say, a support group. And my wife is in my corner. Like you heard like last episode. My wife is in my corner. She knows. Like it's very important. That's why like the one thing I really, really try to like push on people is to build that foundation.
Yeah.
I really like there's nothing more important. Get your meetings in order. Get your support group. Get your home group. Get your commitment. Like really, and that was what I can only say with me. I don't. There's no monopoly. We have no monopoly on this. It says in the book. But that's what I needed to move forward.
Yeah.
You know. And then you're gonna make mistakes along the way.
Yeah.
We just don't pick up over it.
No.
You know, because like you said, like that was really bothering me. Should have given it a voice 3 days ago. You would have been harboring that resentment for the past 3 days. You know, because what'll happen is then you're gonna be harboring that resentment, and then the guys cut you off, or you're
I told you.
cursing them
Oh,
out.
yeah.
You're gonna be, you know, and
I told you today. I'm like, I fucking wrote like good morning. I'm like, these motherfuckers created a new
did?
Hey, what do you
group
mean? I
chat.
answered that.
I gotta check my
No,
phone.
the group chat was dead today. Nobody spoke.
Well, I was with.
Which
Oh
is-
well, me and Charlie.
No, you don't gotta give me an explanation. I know shit happens. I'm just saying because of what happened originally.
Now your mind is
now my
thinking,
mind's thinking like these cocksuckers.
Oh wait, you're right. I didn't answer.
I did.
Nobody. It
Baloney.
was dead. And then I was like, they'll laugh at this picture. Nobody said a word.
It was no.
Oh,
he
he
actually
wrote,
showed
"Ha,
it to me. He actually showed me.
I was working and I found a bottle of
Yeah, yeah,
Ajax and I was like, I gotta do this.
Green is me, and that's me. So I don't want to hear it. I
No,
never.
that's actually funny. I usually answer at least good morning, but yeah, that's funny.
But
all
I'm
those
just-
little things make you set you
now
up
it
because
adds
you,
up.
It was adding,
Yeah,
bro.
that's
It was
crazy.
fucking building.
That happens to me too.
and
though.
you didn't give it a voice.
No, my
See?
girl got it.
And right. So now you got
You believe these motherfuckers? And she's probably like, "Fuck them."
Those guys are assholes.
You know what? Fuck them. If they don't.
You know what? We're moving to Brooklyn.
They're not your support.
no.
Fuck them.
No.
I'm here, Joseph.
Dude, that's sick, dude, but that's where my mind was going.
Because we go right to the negative. Oddly enough, that's what we were talking about in the meeting today. Like we go right to the negative. We don't. We go,
Tough.
That is funny. I didn't
I
answer
feel
that.
nuts now.
So I didn't say good morning because I usually do. Even if I don't mention anything all day, at least say good morning.
You say good morning,
What's
right.
up, boys? Or faggots or something. Or, something stupid. I'll write. But
So
yeah, I thought I did though.
Yeah.
I thought. Did
I
I,
did.
say didn't
It
everyone
was
get
like just fucking.
No, because I did. I responded. I
I
said
thought I
good
said.
morning.
I hope
like-
everyone was well rested. That was yesterday.
That was
yesterday,
yesterday. Yes, you were resting on your laurels. You were like, yeah, I said something yesterday.
But
And I'm over
it's
there
funny because
fuming,
he's
bro.
over there like.
Good morning,
there
Joe.
fuming.
He blew a head gasket, veins are coming out of his
Dude, that
head.
was
He's like,
so
this is
I bet you
crazy.
fucking Jake's in that new fucking group chat.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's
It's
great.
fucking-
But this is
some-
why,
some
perfect
sicker than
example
others.
of why you give it a voice. Don't harbor those resentments. Don't
That
harbor
is
those resentments because we will start to create
Spiral.
this. Yeah, we'll create
That's
this
what was happening.
world, this reality that we're now going to believe our own
Yeah.
crap, And
Well, even for you, you could have just wrote in the group text like, "Yo, has everyone got a problem here or something?" And then everyone would have answered. I think.
Yeah.
I did go with your bro.
What? With what?
Well, he didn't get mad and be like, "Yo, what's everyone's fucking problem?" Like, that's what I would have done. I wouldn't have let it get that far. I'd have been like, "Yo, has everyone got a fucking
Oh
problem?"
no! I see. I'll harbor it. I'll keep harboring until I fucking explode.
Shame.
Yeah.
You guys know I'm not quiet about shit like
Yeah,
that.
we know. Yeah, Charlie quiet, weird.
I'd be like, "Fuck."
Yeah. See, I'm
No,
opposite.
fuck
I'll
you
build it. It'll
bitches.
build and
Yeah.
build and build.
You
And then I'll
guys-
fucking snap.
Yeah, well, but
That
you know
is
that.
so fucking funny.
You have to
dude.
do something.
Right?
But you know what? Now that I'm thinking back and like looking at it, I'm like, I would have thought the same way. I would have been like, yo, Jack says this shit. Charlie didn't answer back.
Yeah, bro. I was.
John's the only one
fucking
trying to
out.
hold it together because he's my sponsor.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
have a good
yeah,
day,
dude.
guys.
That's exactly what was going on.
Shut up. I'm like, shut up, Jack.
I wonder who they talking to. Shit, they gotta have a group text going on, and I'm not in it now. That's cool. Fuck them. Yeah, that's crazy.
Fucking
man.
psychotic.
That
man.
is
That's where our
crazy.
minds go. We're just wired differently.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
today I just had a shit morning. He woke me up after I smashed my face on the fucking bunk bed twice. In
On the
my
rail,
sleep.
yeah, you gotta use
And then
that
he woke
shit.
me up. He's like, "I'm going to work. Come with me." So I was just with him. So I literally didn't look at my phone all fucking day.
Yeah,
we were just
with me.
Nice.
doing shit.
Went
So-
out, hung out.
How's the house? Nice.
It's looking good. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Shit. I think we're supposed to be going over there. Not anytime
The
soon.
his other house. When
Oh, I
was
saw
visiting.
some work you did at that.
Oh, you were at Merrick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you were at Merrick. The Merrick.
Yeah,
house.
yeah.
Oh, nice.
So it was good. We went out, we hung out, did our thing.
You see the Ferrari?
Yeah, and his Trans Am. Yeah,
Trans-
he's got some
that
cool-
color on that Trans Am, bro.
It is that
It's gorgeous. It's like a
baby blue,
Like a-
pow-
yeah.
powdered baby blue thing. It's
Yeah,
really
I
cool
forget what
looking.
they
fucking
called-
so clean.
They called that something
Yeah.
back in the day. I can't remember what color that's called, but yeah, it's a cool. Color.
Turquoise? No.
I don't know.
No.
I wouldn't know.
That was a good job over there.
I'm colorblind.
So how's the new place then? Like, is it
It's good. It's coming together.
got a nice big bed?
You know
in
what's
it now?
funny, actually? Like, so since from previous apartments, I have a lot of shit. It's just been in storage.
Oh, all right.
But like, I noticed, like, dude, as far as pictures, right? I had like this 5-piece. You ever see those canvases? Like, we have one in the living room. It's like a 5-piece, like, panels.
Oh,
and
okay.
they make up one picture.
Yeah.
So I had like a cave with a beach. I'm like, this shit's like, you know.
Yeah.
I hung it up on the wall. So like, last night I'm watching TV and I'm like, I don't like this shit no more.
Wow. Yeah.
It was reminding me of
Okay.
my old apartments, bro. And what did I do in my old apartments?
Yeah.
I fucking isolated and I used.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I gotta burn this shit. I was like,
Garage sale at Joe's
normal,
new
though?
apartment.
But is that normal?
There can be things that trigger you. Yeah, why not?
I don't want to say trigger, but giving me like it was bringing me back to a
Memories
fucking
that you
time when I
don't
was
wanna-
miserable.
Yeah.
Done. Send it out.
Send it out, right?
You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna get a nice big picture of me, you, and Charlie, maybe.
No, it's okay.
And possibly Jack, we'll see.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna hang that sucker up on there. New beginnings, bro.
I got
That's
it.
it.
But no, it's coming together.
It's a new life.
Everything's good. When I was moving in though, so that's what made me fucking nervous too, bro. Because what day is it? Today,
Friday.
Schedule's
You
crazy.
moved in Wednesday.
So I moved in Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday, I met up with him after work. No, I didn't work Wednesday. I took the day. I was in East. I took Mikey to East Rockaway. He helped me
You
grab
get
a
a
dresser
dresser or some
from his
shit, yeah.
sister. Then I hit the pit at 1.
Yes.
Then I moved in, and I'm doing all the thing with the guy. We're signing papers, and he's like, I was like, all right, I'll start grabbing my shit. He's like, wait, you moving in today? Like he still had shit. Like he was still like touching up, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, oh, I didn't know you were moving in today. I'm like, bro, I got nowhere to go if you don't let me in this fucking place right now. I'm like, I'm moving in today. I'm like, I just paid, you know. And he was like, oh, no, it's no problem. I just did. I was like,
Yeah. Like,
but as I'm bringing shit in, not that I'm ashamed,
right.
but like the way I would think if I was a landlord and I saw an AA book, I'd be like, fuck, do I got to worry about this fucking guy now?
No. That's the guy you want. That's the guy that's for
Yeah?
covering. That's the guy that's for covering.
I covered it. As I brought it in because I didn't know.
Some people, I mean, I don't know
Wait,
what
you
the
just
rule-
walked in with your AA book. You didn't have like
No,
a
so I had a
box?
big bin of like books and shit, and
Oh,
I had the
okay.
AA book was on the top.
And you
So
were
you put a blanket
I don't
over it,
wanna
of course.
see
I
it.
covered
Fuck
it.
it.
Not that I'm ashamed to be in recovery
No,
or
no,
anything
no.
like that, but like you know how some
They're-
people think.
they're
I'd be
pers-
like, if I'm renting this place out to this guy, what if he fucks up? Is this place gonna get trashed?
Right away we go negative. See what we
Right?
talking about? Right away we think negative. Nah, man, you
I'm
good.
just being honest.
No, of
Maybe
course.
he's one of us,
Give it a
and
voice. Yeah, you.
he's like, oh, look at this
Or
guy.
maybe he should.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
That's funny.
But yeah, so I'm still getting shit in order, little by little. You know,
Just like your recovery.
we
Nice
got the
and slow.
bed, we got a nice little shower.
Nice and
It's,
slow.
it's just a large studio. It's nice though.
That's it.
It's everything I need right
What
now.
else do you need?
That's it.
Got your own little spot in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not a basement, thank God. I can't do a basement again. I got 2 nice fucking windows. Maybe I'll buy a plant.
What? Buy a
Oh,
cactus. Buy a cactus.
I can't talk about. Yeah, never mind.
What?
I have a sponsee, so
You told me.
Yeah, so yeah, he likes planes.
Oh yeah, What's talk to me more about that because I heard it, but we didn't talk about it.
Well, I can't disclose his personal information.
Well, you don't gotta tell me who he
But
is,
yeah, no,
like how to come about.
He's a good dude. So we
Good for you, man. That's fucking
yeah,
awesome.
it's cool. So he asked me, and I said yeah. So I met with him for the first time, and I'm just kind of trying to wrap my head around it. But like, yeah, he's young.
Yeah.
And yeah. So I don't know. We're working on it. He's a good dude.
Bro.
There's a little bit of a glow coming from Charlie's face right now.
It's
Isn't
just
that
like,
weird how that
that's
happens?
I feel like when I'm gonna have a spiritual awakening when that happens. Yeah. But dude, I already asked him. I'm like, I'm gonna call you all the fucking time how to go.
I
this.
did. I met him after I met my sponsor.
Oh, good.
And I'm like, yeah, I gotta ask you a couple questions.
Yeah, good.
And what the fuck am I doing?
It's
here?
crazy because it's like it's a big responsibility, man.
Like all of a sudden he was like, all right, it's like he's gung ho and rightfully so. He's got he's clean for a little while, but he wants to make it work. He's trying to.
He's willing.
Better his life.
He's
willing. At this point, it seems like that.
Good.
Yeah. But it was like, oh god, when we get into like the fourth step and stuff, and I gotta write everything down. I'm like, buddy, do you have a book? We didn't even read anything in the book yet. Relax. Why don't we just talk about your lifestyle? How you got to where we are.
Each other, yeah.
You know what I mean? He's like,
Good
oh,
shit,
yeah,
man.
blah, blah, blah. But he was like all over the place, quick talking.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right. I'm trying to slow him down, but he's young, aggressive, good kid, good kid. So we'll see what happens.
Good.
And then
That's awesome.
It's wild. It's wild.
That's
but
awesome.
yeah, it's like trying to figure things out because it is like I don't know if I'm saying the right. That's why I ran everything past John. Like I told him to do this.
I'm gonna do the same thing. Yeah.
Am I saying the right thing?
What's the book say? What's the book say? Oh, listen, you grab that kid, you open that book, and you start reading.
Yeah.
And that's good. It's all really. That's
dude.
really
that's
what
what I feel like.
The
That's the
steps are
next
in the
level,
book.
man.
Yeah, the
like
steps are
after
in that
you
book.
go through them, right now you're gonna get a whole new perspective on it, and it's gonna help you too with so much other shit.
The same way. Here you go, and this is no joke. So I have my book, and then I took notes, obviously, and underlined and highlighted when I went through with my sponsor.
Yeah.
Then when I went with my first sponsee, I was like, "Oh, grab, give me your pen, bro. I gotta underline that too. I didn't even realize that." And then the next
you
guy,
do that all the time. Yeah,
right.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I have I not written and underlined and highlighted in my book what I read with you
Oh, well, yeah.
And
all the
me.
time.
and you
all the time.
and
Sitting-
Madagascar,
Always-
Yeah, you're always
I've
adding.
seen you.
So
I never picked up on that.
You're
the
like,
first
wow,
time.
like, new level, new devil. You're gonna now that you're experiencing something new, and you're at this place in your sobriety.
Yeah.
New things are popping up. New experiences are popping up that I didn't recognize, or maybe that didn't relate to my life back. A couple years ago, which now are related to my life now.
Correct.
So it's like, oh crap, that's pretty cool. And
Well, that's also true too, because once you do get towards the time of sponsorship, you're at a different party. You're at a different place in your life.
correct, God willing, yeah.
So
A small thing, I'll bring this up because I don't think it's a big deal, but he brought up, he's young, so he lives with his parents still.
yeah,
So I'm like, is your room clean?
yeah.
Not really.
Mom will do it.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
no.
why don't you start with that?
Start
Make
making
your
your bed
bed
every
and
morning.
clean your room.
Yeah.
And the last 2 days, he's like, clean my closet out, did this.
Shit.
So it's like, cool. I'm
So
like,
he's
all right,
taking
cool. I'm
some
like,
suggestions.
this fucking guy's listening to me.
That's awesome,
weird.
man.
All right, how do you
awesome.
feel? I feel awesome. I'm
So
like, good.
how are you going about it? Are you making him like call me every day?
I make
How
him
are you
shoot me a
doing?
text every day.
Good.
He's literally got in touch with me every morning.
Is he working?
He works
Part-time.
over here in the same town as this.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, he's
Where's he
part
from?
He's part time.
He's from here?
I don't know if he's a base or west side. He's around.
Right,
he's around this
yeah,
area.
like-
Do we know him? Have I
Right,
seen
what
him?
you have, yeah.
I know him.
I know him from
CK.
yeah, and I dragged him to. He's been to the house a few times.
Oh,
for
okay. So
meetings.
all right,
Yeah,
nice.
when if you know who he is.
All right, cool.
He's a
Good
kid.
shit,
Try to keep
man.
it
I'm
vague
fucking
so it's
happy
not.
for-
Yeah, I don't want to.
I'm the only one that they know my social security number. You guys
I
know
don't
who
want to
am.
blow him up, but yeah, he's,
Actually, every time we post your whole address and phone number.
yeah.
That's right
cool.
there. Call that guy. Call that loser.
Good shit, man. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's.
I said that it's Gina H. We won't use your last name.
Yeah, that's
yeah. Anonymity.
And he came up to you, right?
He asked me,
Good shit.
and he asked me in a group of people,
Really?
Which is
All right,
awesome.
and I was like, oh, Yeah, I'll help you out. Don't tell anybody.
Don't tell anyone. I love that part. Yeah, sure. Just
don't tell any of your friends. I'm not sponsoring anyone else. I want to. It's the first time. I just want to make sure I don't.
Yeah, so that's fine. Just
make this kid relapse and
you don't have enough time right now.
You can't fail when. For me, like one of the biggest things for me is just my phone is on if you need me. You know, my phone's on if you need me, and I'm gonna help you go through the steps. Wherever I will go as far as you go.
Yeah.
Like and that's the truth. Like if you want to meet me every day, I'll meet you every day. Right. If you want to meet once a week, I'll meet you once a week.
I know.
You are really, dude, a man of your word, because I would say since you've sponsored me, and I can vouch for him over the rest of us. If I call you, I'm getting a phone call back within 5 to 10 minutes or a text. You good? Everything good? You know?
Yeah.
It's good.
It's important to me. It's very important to me because God, and this is one of the ways I look at it. And again, for today, what happens if something does happen to me and I need to find my way back?
You're on your own as far as
Thanks, Charlie. I'm screwed then, huh?
I
want someone to be there for me.
You know what's funny, bro? I got a text from Mikey Edibles.
Oh, get out of here.
And fucking, you know how you can like read the fucking text like if it's still on your lock screen, but if you're looking at it. So it was an image, but I didn't see the image. It said, "Yo, I'm back." Oh, I got so excited, bro, and I opened it up. It was a picture of fucking the gym. I was like, "You son of a bitch."
Well, we keep praying for him. Hopefully, he does find his way back.
I don't know.
You know, because it says we need to keep growing. It says that many times in the book we have to grow spiritually. It talks about one of the stories that he failed to enlarge his spiritual life. That we must grow spiritually, and then it says, and I'm gonna miss where it was in the book, but it says how to grow spiritually is work. And self-sacrificing, you know, for others. You know, we have to be.
I can actually tell that story
of service to other
people.
House
anymore.
You know, it's really important.
Yeah. What story?
Actually, I never told you. Well, you know, because you're my sponsor. But I'll tell the story now because I'm not in the house no more. I could have told you anyway, but it was fucking with my head. Mikey Edibles, my boy, fucking asked me for a favor.
No, a guy named Mikey Edibles doesn't sound like he's ever gonna make it. You guys
this guy
change his
had
nickname.
This guy
Please change his nickname.
No, the reasoning for his nickname, for one, anonymity, and two, he had 2 years when I was in NA.
Okay.
And he decided.
Does he work at an edible arrangement?
No, he decided to start eating edibles.
Right, that's what I was assuming.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we just call him Mikey Edibles.
Right.
But so fucking.
Well, because he justified. Well, that's really important. He justified in his brain.
I'll tell him. I'll tell you the whole.
Yeah.
So for anybody listening, you want to hear a progression? This shit, bro. He had 2 years. I was up there handing key tags out for his 2 years. Within 2 weeks, he's like, "Yo, there's something I got to tell you." I'm like, "What's up?" He's like, "I'm not really like clean no more." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "I'm eating edibles." I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "Honestly, bro, listen, I consider myself clean, but I'm like taking them as prescribed." I'm like, "Do you have a prescription?" He's like, "No." I'm like, "They're not fucking prescribed." He's like, "Bro, I know I can't drink."
By the way.
Listen, he's like, "I know I can't drink. I know I can't do anything else." I'm like, "All right." Dude, a week or two later, I'm like, "So how's it going?" "I drank a few times." I'm like, "What happened?" "I thought you weren't gonna." I'm like, "Dude, you're gonna do blow soon. I'm telling you, you're gonna do blow." "Nah, bro, I know."
So that was his baby.
I'm staying away. Like, this is the justification.
But I'm saying blow was his baby.
Pills and blow.
Oh, pill. Okay.
Yeah. So he's like, "No, dude. Listen, bro. I'm not going back. Like, I can manage it." He goes, "I'm not. I know I can't touch drugs. I'm just having a few drinks. I'm fine. This and that." Another week or two later. Yeah, I kind of did a little blow the last time I drank. Oh, so full blown back out, right?
Jesus.
So he calls me. He's not listening to this shit. He's not in recovery. He calls me. And he's like, "I need a favor." I'm like, "What's that?" He's like, "I got, child support shit going on with my fucking my ex. Can you piss for me?" And I was like, "Yeah, no problem." And he's like, "What? Why? Why are you?" I'm like, "Dude, he's my boy, bro. I don't want nothing to happen to him." He's like, "You're enabling."
Like
which,
CPS or something?
Which I guess I fucking.
Yeah, you are.
I was,
but
at the same time, like, I don't want to see nothing happen to this fucking kid. He's my boy.
Right.
Dude, so listen to this, bro. It was like, God, like, you want to help in? I'm gonna fuck with you. Cause listen to this, bro. He sends me a lab test. He's like, "Bro, are you sure you're clean?" And I'm like, and I got so mad, bro. I'm at work. I'm like, are you fucking for real right now, bro? Like, I got so mad. He sends me a lab picture. My shit was fucking positive for opiates. And I was freaking out. And my urine. Now I'm calling him. I'm freaking the fuck out. He's like, well, what'd you eat? And I'm like, now I'm thinking, and I'm like, it sounds like a cop-out, but dude, every day for like the last 2 weeks, I've been eating fucking egg sandwiches with the poppies. Now I'm freaking out. He's like, don't fucking eat that shit for a week and then take another test. And I did, and it was gone.
What? Oh,
crazy.
There's two things though. Was it you sure he put your urine in?
I hope so. I gave him my urine, and it was because I tested myself and it was positive.
Really?
And I thought that shit was a myth. I thought you had to have
to eat like a fucking.
That's what I thought, bro. But that's why I didn't tell you. I didn't tell nobody else.
If you're someone who has to drink.
Because I was like, people are gonna fucking not believe me.
Was it low?
It was low. Yeah, it was like a faint line, but it still popped, and it was in a lab.
Oh, was it?
I tested myself.
Yeah, but don't they? All right, wait, hold on. Am I wrong here?
What?
If you're getting lab tested, can't they figure out? Oh,
the
dose
the
is
numbers.
just fucking
because it was
poppy.
Yeah, because it was next to nothing. It was very faint.
Yeah, but it was bothering me, bro. It was fucking bothering the shit out of me.
Really?
Yeah. Isn't that fucking crazy?
That's what you get for fucking paying for something.
Exactly, bro.
Exactly.
I'm like,
God saying,
yeah.
All right, let me know how that works out for you.
No,
that shit was stressing me out, and I stopped. I started fucking eating egg white
Mr. Goody
wraps.
Two Shoes over here is like, why are you doing that?
Yeah, he's like, you're an
Don't
enabler.
enable.
I'm like, I'm fucking helping him out.
But again, we all think we're helping. You know, doing something. And
I mean,
if you're hindering him from hitting his bottom, maybe that would have been what got him back in the room. So the fact that he lost custody of his kids. Maybe that
I don't know. I mean, that's
hard.
That's a weird spot.
No, it's not.
I get where he's coming from.
It's true. What is it going to take for you to realize
Well, because dude, it was getting bad too. Like I called him, like we did a 12-step, because his old sponsor called me. He's like, he's not answering. Can you swing by his house? And I called him. It was Jack with us too.
Yeah.
And then I was flying over to his house, and I'm like, where are you? And he's like, I'm on my way home. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna swing by. And he's like, I just stopped at the. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? I'm like, are you drinking? Yeah, I could hear in his voice. He was fucked up. He's like, oh, I got White Claw or some shit.
I'm drinking White Claws.
I'm like, you're driving.
You're driving.
He's like, it's a White Claw. It's not
yeah, and that's my point with the
alcohol.
Yeah.
Maybe what's to stop him from putting his children in the car and driving drunk or high? And
I didn't do it.
You know,
I would drive to go see my kids drunk, but I wouldn't put them in the car if I was.
It's just I don't know. It's just very scary. I'm not an enabler. Because I've seen what happens in the rooms when people enable and don't allow.
You're right, because honestly, if something bad happened,
it's on your conscience now.
It would be, but at the same time, it's like I don't want I want him to see his kid. You know.
Wait, what did he end up getting screwed because of
I don't know. I didn't ask no more.
And he stopped calling you like, fuck him.
I still spoke to him. He just texted me the profile.
Don't need any more urine from that guy.
Well, he did himself a favor at that point.
He texted me the profile picture yesterday.
Oh, that's back at the gym guy?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
But
that's crazy.
Yeah. Crazy shit, man.
I don't know. I mean,
it's been a roller coaster.
Oh,
it's a roller coaster.
It is.
It's a roller
coaster. But you appreciate the ups when you're in the downs.
Yeah.
I fucking loved what Brandon said to the speaker tonight. I just wanted to thank you for cutting trees, because without you, I wouldn't have a job.
Thanks for cutting trees. Fly some wood.
Oh man, dude.
Yeah, without you, I couldn't write anything down.
That was a good meeting.
That was actually a good meeting. It was a good.
That's what we keep going.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So now, fucking maybe. When I get back from Florida, check out a meeting in Farmingdale.
Why not?
There's one at I forget the name of it. There's a regular Catholic church right down my block.
Okay.
And then there's a Lutheran church that holds meetings too, like around the corner.
Play them both.
I was talking to Kellyanne, and she was telling me that there's a lot of great meetings around Farmingdale.
Good.
Yeah.
Big town. So
yeah.
Like Bayshore.
Well, it's right next to Massapequa too, because like Firing Line is right there on.
Yeah.
Well, Farmingdale, yeah, they butt each other up north.
Yeah.
There's no excuses.
No.
There's no excuses. Get your butt to a meeting.
Yeah.
That's what we do. We don't drink.
Your girl saw the place. She likes it.
She did, bro. She won't stop. I'm like, yo, stop buying shit. It's almost making me feel bad. I'm like, I should be buying this shit for myself.
What did she buy?
yesterday she's like, I got a couch, a table. I'm like, yo, relax.
Relax.
Like,
I
this
need
isn't-
a coffee cup and
She got so mad.
my Keurig.
Like, I was eating in my bed. I had nowhere else to eat, and I was using 2 bins as a table. Because I mean, I'm not moved.
You
in.
good?
I fucking ate in worse places.
Yeah.
Why, I would have taken this there.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
No,
We need
that's staying for
a
the
chair and
podcast.
a
I'm not
bed,
doing
and
this
then we're good. A folding
No,
tray.
I gotta get it eventually. I gotta listen, bro. Eventually, I want to earn it. I'll eventually get a couch, nice little table. This table was from my apartment in Patchogue.
I'm saying these you can get that at
IKEA.
Yeah, at a coffee table. It costs you $50.
And I won't do glass no more.
Why?
Think about it.
Cocaine.
Yeah.
Cocaine.
Okay.
My girlfriend's
No,
like, no
that's
glass fucking coffee tables.
I don't like glass anyways.
'Cause
Like
I
that
love
Friends
glass
episode
coffee
where it had
tables.
those antique
You know,
and some of the vintage era.
You
What is
cut
that?
coke on wood too. You know that, right?
Yeah,
guys?
but then it gets stuck in the fucking grain, bro. Glass is the
Oh
way to go.
jeez, you guys are sick. You guys are sick.
Just use a CD case. No one has CDs
Dude,
anymore.
you want to hear this
Never
fucked up
mind.
story, bro? When
I used to use my cassette tape cases.
When I was living up here, bro, I had a fucking... You know when they give you sample tiles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I used that.
A sample tile. That's
My mom
perfect.
grabbed it one day. She's like, oh, I want to show them the color of this. I'm like, what the... It was like a fucking white haze on the fucking... She's like, what is this?
No, don't lick it, Ma. My mouth is so numb, Joseph.
Fucked up, man, right?
I don't know why it's so dirty.
Oh my god, dude! I never want to go back to
That's
those days.
funny.
That
Yeah,
apartment when I
keep
was in
working
there,
the program,
bro.
you
My
have to.
bottom was you guys all might know my bottom, but for fucking nights, bro, I'd be up in there, yacked out of my mind, and then when I had no money, I would sneak around here from the outside, right? Like fucking scared, like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I come around here to this back bar, and I already drank everything back there, so I would grab mixer. And I
Okay.
would run back into the apartment. I would slug down fucking mixer, bro. Just
What?
trying to come down.
Like
Mixer, like the
like,
fucker, like the green fucking.
Shut up,
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
So much fucking sugar.
Oh,
there.
horrible.
No wonder I could go to sleep. Every
Oh.
time I drink it to go to sleep to come
Oh
down.
my god.
Like
dude.
sour mix.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
you make a margarita with.
because it was like 5% alcohol in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Fucked
I
up.
never fucking.
Fucked up.
See, I would have just jumped in my car and went to liquor
I
store.
had no more money. I had no more money.
Yeah.
Or I'd be out there with the
You know what
flashlight.
hap- This is actually a good spot for an alcohol because there's no liquor stores real close. no, think about it.
No.
Oh wait, you gotta go up the other way.
Or you'd catch me like the fucking Grinch walk, run into my truck with my phone flashlight, looking on the carpet because I know driving home like something fell out of my nose and
nugget?
it's on the carpet. At like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, like, and then I'd scrounge them up on the phone and then I'd run back inside.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Fucking psychotic, right?
You don't have to live like that.
Some are sicker than others, but I
terrible.
keep all that shit fresh, bro, because I never ever want to go back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like
Yeah.
this is it.
Think about those days.
You know?
man. Just chaos.
I got offered. I feel like I haven't spoke to you guys in a while. I got offered fucking. Not offered, but like New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
They all knew I didn't drink, but one guy was like, "Hey, you want a beer? Hey, you want a beer?" I was like, "Nah, I'm okay. I'm alright." But your mind plays tricks on you, man. You're like, eh.
But you don't. See, I would. You don't say I don't drink.
Yeah, that's
So
what
he
me and
stops
Charlie
the-
were talking about. You just
So
say
he
I don't
stops
drink.
the fucking asking.
Yeah.
I'm a recovery.
I don't drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drink.
And I let him do the. Oh, it's matter your alcohol.
No, I don't even think that would happen. I think he would just say, "Okay." He was a really cool
I
guy.
had someone say that to me one time. He was like, "I want to go get some beers, and we're gonna go do this." I'm like, I'm good. I don't drink. He's like, "What do you go to meetings?" I was like, "Yeah, actually, I do."
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." I'm like, I'm not offended. I don't care. Again, I'm not one of those guys that hide.
I don't give a shit.
I'm not ashamed.
I'm open. I'm
I'm
not
not
ashamed.
ashamed.
This
I
is just
just-
who I am, and I'm not ashamed
Yeah,
to say I'm an
yeah.
alcoholic. I'm not ashamed to say I'm a drug addict. I'm not ashamed to say any of that stuff, because the second I start to hide from that stuff, again, I also have to justify that I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
not.
my
I guess
point
I'm not
is,
that.
yeah, that's my
You
point.
know,
Like,
this is what I am. I wake up every morning with untreated alcoholism. You know,
Yeah.
and I get right with God. I'm like, all right,
one day at a
one day at
time.
a time, baby. We're gonna do this.
Yo, if you-
I'm not like other people. This isn't the first step.
No.
What nugget did Mike drop tonight? Mike dropped a good nugget.
Mike always. You know what? I'm gonna.
We gotta
He said,
get
hey,
him
"Come on,
on.
bro. Mike's the." We
Don't
can make a
overdo
whole.
it because I might short circuit.
You could.
Oh yeah.
Oh
that
shoot! What was it? What was it?
Yeah, something
Don't-
about my thinking.
Yeah.
Don't overthink, or you might short.
Don't overthink, yeah, because you might overload your circuit.
We gotta see if he wants to do Sunday. Actually,
dude, he's the man. I love that guy.
Because we're gonna do another one on Sunday.
I'll be out around this. I'll just tell him. I don't. He doesn't really work too late on the weekends anyway. When you get out,
Mike, or your guy?
No, my boss. So you want to get?
No, I'll be. Yes, let's like 6 o'clock, like a regular 6.
Yeah, so I'll make it for 6. I'll be here for 6.
But see if he'll do it. I'd love that, Michael. And then when you get back, we'll start doing steps on you.
Oh shit, that's right.
Are you going are you like fully in your new apartment?
Yeah.
That's it. You're going to go night out there tonight.
I'm going. Yeah, right after this. I gotta be at work at 7 tomorrow.
Good.
So why wouldn't you just crash here for the night and fucking go to work? Because don't you work with?
No, I'm working at Massapequa tomorrow. So it's actually better.
So you meet him at work?
Yeah.
And you know what's funny is Charlie was showing me like like people like views and download. What do you call that? Your statistics or your what do you call that?
The downloads.
Yeah, downloads and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, like, hey, there's someone in Tennessee, or there's some guy in like Puerto Rico.
As a matter of fact, I want to do
Alabama. So like, wow. So whoever the hell those people are,
yeah,
I want to
God
shout out
bless you,
to
and you keep listening. Hopefully, something.
Yeah, of course, everybody.
Because that is awesome. I was like, wow, all these
did you see all the cities?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, there's one. I gotta look at something here. Hold on.
Like Gatlin, Tennessee, or something. Some really.
Yeah,
I'm like,
all over.
Man,
I think we hit every state.
It's awesome.
Oh, I think we're at every state too.
Yes.
But
some dude in London is always.
We got
like,
a lot of
we're in 14 countries.
UK people
we
listening.
Get South
to,
Korea.
Which I love. I appreciate that, and I'm assuming they're getting it from how we share in those groups.
Mm-hmm.
But there are Columbus, Ohio. We're getting a lot, and Marietta, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
And
I love Georgia.
And I'm just shouting these two out because it seems like they're listening to and Gallatin, Tennessee.
Yes.
So I don't know who you are, but we appreciate it.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Because we don't know anyone from those two places.
No.
So it's pretty wild that you see that all the time. I mean, and again,
well, you're seeing it consistent.
All you guys are awesome.
Yeah, we thank everybody.
Thousands of places, but I just
keep
see the consistency of those two places. So if you want to reach out to us with our Charlie and Joey Share at Gmail, or you can call a number that's on the thing too.
Yeah, that's cool.
That would be cool. Wow, we'll give you guys a shout out.
Some cool shit.
If there's anything you want to talk about.
Or topic?
Give us a topic.
Yeah, that's
what
you should do. Like,
dude,
hey,
we gotta.
You have an email that somebody could direct you.
Charlie and
if
Joey
somebody
Share
has a
at
topic
gmail.com.
or something.
Yeah, but he's got to figure out a way to have callers.
We're gonna get callers in.
His brother's got to come back in.
That invented the telephone.
Yeah,
no, you
Alexander Graham.
So it goes through here.
Jackass.
Yeah,
no, my brother's bringing us a new mixer. We kind of outgrew some of our, well, not a new mixer, but an additional input thing that I could connect this to because we want to do some cameras and also some phones calls. So yeah, we'll definitely do that. Yeah, but again, like everybody, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to isolate two people, but that's pretty wild. We just laugh because Joe and I just kind of do this, and then it's like crazy. Like all of a sudden, we're in 14 countries, and you got people California, Oklahoma. It's just weird. Like you're like, wow.
In the beginning, bro, we were like, yo, we got another country. Yo, we got another country.
Yeah.
Now we're at 14 countries.
Yeah, now it's kind of like we don't check the stats as much.
Yeah, I don't look as much anymore.
But it's pretty wild, like how it progressed because you're like, wow, there's people actually want to hear what the fuck we gotta say.
There's a lot of people out there that are like us.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people out there that are still sick and suffering, and there is a solution. You don't have to live like that anymore.
Absolutely.
You know, and I don't care where you are, 14 countries, bro. Like there's programs, these 12-step programs, recovery centers.
Yeah, we got a lot.
And you can get it into anyone. Just if you think you have a problem, you probably do. Don't swallow your pride. Ask for some help. And
he's got family in Puerto Rico.
Is that you? Your family?
I have a sister in Puerto Rico.
Well, it must be hot then, because we just we're at 15 now. The U.S., U.K., Canada, Ireland, Russia, Australia, Netherlands, now Puerto Rico, Faroe Islands, Philippines, Mexico, Germany, Panama, Spain, and South Korea.
What?
Is that incredible?
Love you all. That's awesome.
That's incredible, right?
Doesn't matter what you are. This disease does not discriminate.
No.
It's not discriminate. It doesn't care what color, what nationality, what
all
gender, whatever. It affects anyone that has a brain. It can affect you. So
Well, the biggest
and
thing...
there's no shame in that, man. Like, that was something that I couldn't admit to. There is no shame.
Of what?
That I have a
identifying as an
problem.
alcoholic?
Yeah,
Absolutely not.
There is zero shame in that. You know?
Like I said, I'm not ashamed that I am an alcoholic, and I'm not ashamed that I'm in the program, because I've met the most intelligent, creative, smartest people in these rooms.
Yeah.
I just kind of start, as far as like moving into a place, you're right, the guy could be in there. Sometimes I still feel like there's a negative stigma towards alcoholics and addicts.
Could be.
I definitely think this.
I mean, I don't, you know, I don't know. As again, you guys know, I don't really care.
No, yeah. I know.
But once you sign that lease, it's like, Matt, who bad now?
You know, I used to be that way, but I don't really like. All right, fuck off. You don't like me, that's fine. Whatever. So I never really. Yeah. But I see what you're saying. Though. I get it.
Yeah, you want to know the cool thing.
Because if I owned a piece of prop, I mean, I shouldn't, because I'm in the rooms.
Right.
But like, you got to think, like, what if this guy fucking dies in this fucking place? You know?
No,
you don't think so?
Again, we
think the worst.
Straight to the negative.
Somebody said tonight, when you worrying, you're praying for
something that didn't happen.
Praying for negative.
No. When you worry, you're.
Well, he says something I always say: when you worry, you suffer twice. Because my sponsor told me.
Oh yeah, it's
but yeah, he said when you
something about you're praying for negative.
I'm still sick, just not suffering. Yeah, I forgot what he said. But again, that's why we keep going. We keep going. We keep learning. We hear these little things in the rooms, and we use.
Dude, I'm hitting more meetings.
That's awesome.
I think also. I wasn't hitting as many meetings as I should for a while. Mm-hmm. But it.
Yeah, write
I
yourself
know.
out, kid.
I am. I always do.
I know. I like it.
But I just think right now, because of my move, and I should be getting my meeting. Well, should be having my meeting game up regardless, but.
I think.
But I'm glad that you identified that a major change is happening.
Yeah, it is.
Let me get to those meetings more. Let me make sure I'm hitting those meetings because that is important.
Yeah, I think you now not being in a place surrounded by sober people is
it's going to be a little bit different.
You're going to have to step up your meeting games for sure.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm grateful for this.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's another thing too with this podcast. I mean, we really started it just to document our journey in sobriety.
Well, this all started because you had a dream.
Yeah. Well,
it's like Martin Luther King. Yeah. I swear to God, bro. He called me.
He told me.
In the beginning. I had what did we have? 40 days. He's like, dude,
let's do this. Dude. I got a great idea.
We're doing a podcast.
I never listened to one of my.
He's like, I don't. He goes, I never listened.
He goes, oh, you're Joe Rogan. You listen. I'm like,
yeah, Joe Rogan.
No, I never.
He's like, I never listened to him, but we're doing a podcast. I had a dream.
I was
like,
all right.
You're like, do you know what a podcast?
The best was too. He goes, yeah, Jack thinks it's a great idea. I didn't ask Jack.
Has he ever told you about when I first met him, bro? He was my roommate. You knew all this.
Yeah,
right?
Of course. Yeah.
He told you when I'd be Seroquel'd out and all that shit.
Yeah.
Yo, you got those muffins?
Yeah. And he woke me up 3 o'clock in the morning.
He'd just see like
sleeping.
a fucking bear figure.
Because over there, because you're in the middle of fucking nowhere, so it's dark as fuck.
Yeah.
When the lights are off, those rooms are dark.
Dude, it looks like that fucking place looks like The Shining.
Yeah.
I swear.
I'm in bed and this fucking 6'2", 400-pound fucking goon hanging out, nose to nose. Yo, you got any snacks? I'm like, bro, Joe, I brought you some muffins.
Bro.
I used to sneak snacks. You're not allowed to have snacks in the room. I used to sneak them in for him. So when he wakes up, like, yo, you have muffins?
Remember the movie Life? Yo, you gonna eat that cornbread? But yo, it was like, I swear to God, and for people who are NCK bros will know, like at night, bro, it's like The Walking Dead.
Oh my God.
Because everybody's Seroquel'd out, and you'll just see people in corners just like.
Oh, God.
eating
all over the hallways.
All over the hallways, bro.
And what happens is they eat, and then you're not on that shit no more.
No, I stopped a long time
ago.
Okay. Fuck that.
They
it was giving me restless legs.
And then go back to bed.
Yeah.
Really?
And not even speak to each other. You ever see that movie, what was that, Awakening?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
From like the 80s with
walking around
Dustin Hoffman or something.
No, it was
De Niro.
De Niro and
Al Pacino or something.
No, and
it was two famous.
And,
big
the guy
names.
killed himself.
Oh Lord, Robin Williams. Robin Williams was a doctor, and Al Pacino or De Niro was and they had that one.
And they just
based
walked
on a true
around.
story out here in New York.
Yeah. They walked around bumping into each other. That's what it was like. I swear to God. I'm like,
bro, my first night at Your Journey Begins.
Yeah.
I was Seroquel'd out, and I fucking destroyed Jack's 1-year cake. Destroyed it. I fucking ate half that thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
because bro, it's like munchies. You don't get full. You just keep going. Yeah, that's why people gain.
We had a table of. Again, it's state shit. So we had a table of like those, the jellies you get at the diners, and you know what I'm talking about. So we had a table filled with those, and like little peanut butters that are in a little thing, and single sliced bread.
Yeah.
Full. And then the next morning, like, gone. And you're like, what the fuck?
Never again do I have to leave coffee and rubber gloves on top of radiators.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it was very jailhouse living.
Jail, yeah.
I never...
It's a state-run facility, bro.
Oh, I know.
For me to... when I...
Half the people in there
the first 3 days when I finally succumbed to my disease and was like, fuck it, I have no fucking idea what I'm doing. And I went in the first 3 days, I was like, what the fuck did I do? Like, once the cloud lifted and I was sober, I'm like, I gotta eat this shit all the time? Yeah. And like, that building's 200 years old or whatever the fuck it is. Like, that's like a psych ward, crazy.
Oh, dude, my mother was crying. Because it's like haunted looking, bro.
But you know what, dude? It taught me a lot of shit. First of all, the counselors are awesome there. Yeah. For the most part. There was.
We didn't like our counselor.
Oh, you had the same one as me.
Yeah, bro.
She sucks. But everyone else was awesome.
Yeah.
Let me ask something. Did she suck, or because you had to deal with her?
No. Time out. There's a million counselors there.
Yeah.
And they all will do groups. And you can talk to those counselors outside. Him and I would go to other counselors' offices. And sit for hours.
So all right, but listen. Just like anywhere you go.
But you're assigned a counselor.
Yeah, but here's the difference. And I'm not knocking people who aren't like us. But for me, I'll keep it on me.
Yeah.
I feel more comfortable talking to somebody who's been where I've been.
Correct.
Some people get degrees, and you know what I mean.
That's me.
So what happened with me there?
You feel the same way?
I feel 100%. You can't.
Well, even the big book
didn't live
that.
Yeah, like I said, I was in anger management and psychiatrist, and I was like, you know my story. I did all that crap, but it took another man, a Scotch drinking pill popper.
Yeah,
that was the man. He knew
what you were feeling,
what I was feeling. He didn't think like he
tried
to like analyze, like
right.
like these guys. Oh, this is the problem. You act like this, so you must be this. Like these doctors, and they're gonna do that. No, it took another man who, and it's like when they talk about the shipwreck in the big book, or when I always say like, it's easy to describe. You see those TikToks or those videos with the guys coming from the military, and I'm not a military guy, but meaning I was never in the military. Of course, I support our military, but there's two dudes that like they were numb, and then 40 years later they see each other and they just start bawling and crying. Because they know. Yeah, they know. They know what it was like. They know that's what you get.
That was the problem that me and
from one addict or one alcoholic.
My story with this woman that we're talking about. So you get assigned a counselor, like your personal one. So you got to see them once a week, one-on-one. We went to meetings every day, 3 times a day with different counselors. And then, a counselor would do a meeting, like John. Those guys would do a meeting, and you're like, this guy was cool. After the thing, they sit in their office. You can go over there and talk to them. Yeah. But they might not be your counselor, you know what I mean?
So like open forum.
My counselor, the first week I was there, I went into her office, and I'm like, are you an addict? And she's like, I can neither confirm nor deny that. Which they all tell you that.
Right.
And then she just had the 3 degrees on the wall. And I'm like, you're not... Yeah. So you just learn this in books? Yeah, I go, I really got nothing to say to you. Yeah. And I never met with her again. Yeah. She was like, oh. And then she wasn't even nice to me after that. But you know what I mean? It was like, I don't know what I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then we'd sit with Debbie or...
Kev.
All those people. Everyone else there, Brian. Everybody was... Like
Robin.
Cool shit. Robin was awesome.
If she still listens, because she was listening, I fucking miss you.
Robin's fucking awesome.
She's awesome.
But like you get, you pop in their offices. Hey, I got something going on. Even Chris, the other Chris, not the one from the CR, but there was 2 Chris's. He was good too.
I remember Chris.
There was a couple. There was everybody there because they all gave you a little bit something different. You know what I mean? But
and you can go in like in the middle of groups, bro. Like we'd go in and bullshit and talk. And that's therapy. Talking to another addict or an alcoholic,
They know.
I mean, it's different.
They know, and I
honestly, I feel like I got 10 times more out of doing that than I did in the group. You know?
Well,
like
sometimes they
something
do
more
a group
informal.
that's not like
Yeah.
you know. All right. So there was one group thing that you drew. You drew a picture. You had to do something from the circus.
Every time I did shit like that, I thought of Miss Slippy from Billy Madison. And
I had the blue duck, and I wanted a blue duck.
Number one. I'm like, I'm in fucking rehab again. Like, I gotta get out of here.
Listen, maybe there's some sort of psychology behind that.
No, so she's like, so choose like a circus themed thing, and then do the colors. And I'm like, all right. And she was like a very artsy chick.
Hold on, she's asking you to draw a picture.
Draw a picture
of like a duck.
No,
it had to be a circus themed, so
Circus
something.
theme,
Oh, a clown or something.
Right, exactly. You pick whatever you want, John.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mine happened to be a tightrope.
He's like a line.
Whatever.
I think most people just drew a
Yeah, exactly. And then a stick figure hanging from it. But anyway, she's like, so she, oh god, so she's like, all right, so this one here, who drew this one? And I was like, that was mine. And she's like, oh, I could see the turmoil in your thoughts, because of the colors you chose. I'm colorblind. I don't know what colors that is, actually. And she's like, oh, because, you're stuck. I'm like, it doesn't matter. To me, that's just black and white.
Yeah, I'm going.
Whatever
That's
whatever.
my point. Again, and I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
I get the idea, but stop.
Yeah, dude, stop. I'm not a doctor. I don't know.
It feels
but
like
that
it's so
is just
long
that
ago.
just seriously, that's BS.
Yeah.
That's just absolute BS.
See the turmoil.
You're gonna tell me what my drawing? You're gonna base what I drew? Again, like she said, you're colorblind. You were already telling me
What
my
made you
story.
pick a
How many
tightrope?
people
Come on,
do
bro.
you think are still sober from our group?
Probably not.
Probably me and you.
From the inpatient
From
thing?
the inpatient. Because I will
I
say,
don't
dude, it was right off the bat. Like, people relapse right
Well,
away.
a couple of
as soon
them
as
are
they leave.
dead.
And I was going to say, this one kid,
Two are dead,
rest
I
in
think.
peace, his name was William. I was bringing him, he caught a resentment towards me.
Yeah, I remember. You told
Remember?
me. Yeah.
Because I was bringing him to meetings, and I'm like, dude, I can't get out. Like, I'm barely making it on time from where I was working. But he OD'd and died.
Yeah, it's not your fault.
No, it's definitely not your fault. And and that was weird too because I had a weird thing with him. I think we talked about it.
Yeah,
He posted something. I made fun of him
and he blocked me
on
and
Facebook, and then the next day he was dead.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, the last thing I said to the kid was like a dick. Like
Reminds you to
shitty
always
joke.
be loving and tolerant.
I mean,
of
again,
others,
I just was making a
yeah. No, I saw what you said, and it wasn't anything negative. It was you were joking.
I
was a
was
joke.
like, I would love to know how many people still doing it.
You know who does know?
from us.
From
I
our group.
don't think any of them.
Probably just us.
I mean, I don't know any of them.
God knows.
Still,
It's in his hands.
It's crazy.
He's gotta worry about you doing it.
Listen, there was someone in there, got out. We were just talking about this. Big Mike.
Yeah.
So he went to CR. He was in there.
Yeah.
CR left CR after 3-4 months. Went back into the inpatient and was there for 30 days. Went back to CR. They let him back in.
All right.
3 days of CR. Went back up. And I'm like, man.
I mean,
I've
done it, bro. I've done it. I fucking stayed in there for 28 days, and as soon as I fucking got out, I hit my deal. And he's like, didn't you just get out of rehab? I'm like, yeah, where are you? Like that. But I wasn't ready. I was one of these kids, like we know a few of. I was one of them. I was one of them where I was still like young, and I was like, I'm not doing this forever. Like, and I just wasn't ready to accept it. And then I accepted first that I had a pill problem, and it took me a couple more years to accept that I was an alcoholic. Because I still needed something.
Of course, you need something.
I didn't want to look at myself.
Yeah, it sucks.
It sucks. And that's why I identify with them. Because I tell them too, I'm like, I couldn't get it when I was your age. But what I will tell you is that if you do make it to my age, God willing, because there's fentanyl and everything now, if you do, it just gets worse and it just gets harder.
Oh, 100%.
You know?
No, it's funny. I had a conversation.
We're just dying.
Yeah.
It's really just
I had a conversation with someone that's a drug addict and said alcohol's not the problem.
Oh, God.
So I'm like, oh, really? Oh, so have you ever, at least not done drugs? Yeah, 2 years I stopped doing drugs. I'm like, oh, that's good. So you were 2 years sober? Well, I drank every day for those 2 years.
Yeah, you always need something.
So wait.
Bro.
Yeah.
So you're not an alcoholic.
You're not an alcoholic.
But you stopped your drugs,
Yeah.
and the only way you stopped your drugs is drinking every single day.
Yeah.
That means you're an alcoholic.
Dude, I was a dope head, and I became a cokehead.
Yeah.
And I love, like, downers was my thing, but I
Yeah.
became a cokehead. Because I was like, I'm not.
Anything get out of self, brother.
Yeah.
That's it. That's.
And then when I went, and when I didn't have the drugs, alcohol was always there.
Yeah. It's legal.
I know.
It's
So it's
legal.
kratom.
And so is
it's
weed.
kratom.
Yeah. No, it's weed. That's not the big.
I cannot
weed's
believe how
legal.
addicted I got off that
Like,
kratom
alright,
shit,
we get
bro.
it, bro. It's legal.
I
Legal.
really became addicted to that, like, just like heroin, bro. Like, I
Yeah.
was full blown. I was pawning my shit for kratom. I used to go rob fucking gift cards with nothing on them and show the smoke shop guy, like, yo, here's a fucking $30 gift card. Like, here. And he'd be like, bro, there's nothing on them. You owe me, like, I racked like a $900 bill.
Boo.
And you're hearing it more and more in meetings.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, the guy tried to run the gift card. Didn't
Yeah.
you know that was not going to work?
I knew, he didn't.
Until he ran it, it was like, that's not working.
He's like, fuck this asshole.
Grabbed
Dude,
the
I
thing,
literally,
and you open
it
it up,
was
pop
an
it.
amends that, like, I started making.
Oh, you gave him the...
I
he didn't
I
run
was
it
literally,
till
like, you know when you go to CVS, see all the gift cards? I'd rob the gift cards.
And
I'd
you're
be like, yo, here's $25 on this one. Here's $50 on this one. Let me get some kratom.
And he gave it to you.
Yeah.
And then when he ran him, he was like, this motherfucker got me.
Yeah. Or you can, no, I'm not going to show people how to steal.
Yeah, no, good idea.
Yeah.
You want to tell people that we don't have to live
We don't
like
gotta
that
live like
anymore,
that no
and that's
more.
really all that
And
matters.
somebody said, like, about describing happiness tonight. And when they asked somebody that, he mentioned all material things.
Yeah.
And, like, happiness to me is not being a fucking slave to a drug anymore.
Exactly. And
Not
that's
needing something
good
to
man.
fill a void.
Good man. That's it. When I say happiness is an inside job, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Being able to sit
The things
in
money
a
can't
room
buy.
and just be okay.
Mhm.
You're just, I'm gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Listen, I got things going on in my life. Obviously, who doesn't?
Yeah,
We're
it's life.
human
Yeah.
beings.
Yeah.
Like, we have things going on in our life.
Yeah.
But to know that it's going to be okay, no matter what happens. And I never lived like that.
Yeah.
I never lived like that. I was constantly in fear and chaos and calamity and just chaos. I can't describe it other than it was just absolute chaos.
Yeah.
Today I could sit back like I am right now, just sitting back enjoying the moment with you
I
guys.
need to
Just
get-
doesn't matter what's said, we could. Yeah.
No, finish.
No.
No, finish.
I say it doesn't matter what's said. We
Yeah.
can just sit here, hang out. We're going to be okay.
Yeah.
You know, if we give it a voice.
Bro, what I
Well,
want to
he's a
do
fucking
is I
cunt.
want to start. I want a picture of him with these two fucking
So
things.
take it.
The nugs,
Well,
not drugs.
every
on my
time
left.
we have guests on, I want to start taking pictures of
Yeah, we gotta
everybody,
do it.
and I want to make a collage.
There it is.
Yeah. Let me get
Quickly, like today is a perfect. I was telling John earlier today. So at work, I had a situation Thursday. Whatever. Long story short, at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm supposed to work till 9. No, sorry, 5. I was supposed to work till 5 on Thursday.
Yeah.
1 o'clock, something happened. I just packed up my shit,
Hey, you told me earlier, yeah.
and the boss was like, "Where you going?" I'm like, "Well, I'm gonna get out of here because this is a problem. This is a problem. So you're gonna have to straighten this out. I'll come back when you're done. I'm not quitting, but I need to clear my head and get out of here.
Yeah.
Otherwise, in the past, I would have flipped my desk,
Yeah.
told you to go fuck yourself, ran out, burnt that bridge, the whole 9
Yeah.
yards." He was like, "I appreciate that. You know what I mean? That's cool. I take the rest of the day."
explained all that to him?
No. I didn't say that. I'm going home. And he was actually cool. He was like, "You know what? I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Enjoy the rest of your day."
Yeah, yeah.
I said, and Friday's my day off.
I appreciate your honesty,
Well, I guess.
and that's what.
But so I said, I know Friday's my day off, but he was having a problem with coverage.
Yeah.
So I said, listen, since I'm going home today, I'll come in tomorrow if you fix the problem I'm
Yeah,
having.
yeah.
And he goes, all right, cool. He goes, you sure? I'm like, no problem. I know I'm leaving now. And then he called me later that day. I fixed the problem. However, I got coverage on Friday. Enjoy Friday off too. I'm like, all right, buddy.
I love you.
I'll see you
There you go.
Saturday.
Good shit.
So it just, but that's definitely not me. Like that's not. I'd be like, listen, motherfucker.
No, I know.
Right.
You know what I
This
mean?
program shows you how to live.
I was such a dirtbag of a person, and I gotta fix that with somebody. I just thought of an immense.
There you go. See,
So
I got into an argument with a coworker at a job I had years ago.
Yeah.
And it was a female.
Yeah.
And we got into an argument on the showroom floor. She took a swing at me. Missed me. But I said something snide. I was definitely drunk at work, but that's how I worked back then. I definitely said something snide. She took a swing at me. And I was like, bitch, did you just try to punch me in my fucking face? And then the manager came out, what are you, crazy? Sent her home. The next day, I slashed all 4 of her tires in the bar.
We'll be adding that one to the.
I just remembered I did that.
Oh God.
However, I did help her get
tires
back, so I did. But anyway,
okay.
yeah, it was not a good thing to do. But again, that was during my drinking days, and I thought I was justified because she took a swing at me.
She took a swing at me,
and I don't remember why she took a swing at me.
She
took a swing at me because I probably said something funny.
We step on the toes of others, they retaliate, and then we get mad at them. We get angry at them. It says in the book, we're the cause.
But I'm just saying, that's the terrible type of person I was. I am not that person today. I would never do anything like that.
Man worthy of love and respect.
I try not to be disrespectful. I mean, that's just disgusting. When I ever did things like that, though, I felt bad and fixed the problem. But it was already done. No matter what I did to fix it,
you weren't going to.
Everyone's like,
this
drunken asshole.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll take care of that. Don't worry. You know what I mean? But it wasn't. You know, and that's the person I don't want to be anymore because I was always angry, drunk. Especially if you tried. You're not beating. Did you just? Are you crazy? Like, oh, you think that was funny? Wait until you try to go home tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. Like, but that's my brain. That's how my brain was because I'm so sick with drinking and everything else. But it's funny. Like now I think back, I'm like, wow, what a piece of
untreated
shit
alcoholism.
What a
Jesus
piece
Christ,
of shit I
you.
was. But yeah, I mean,
people talk and I hear your voice.
That's cool.
Bro,
I tell you all the time. Billy, bro, I hear his voice every day.
Yeah.
Every day I hear his voice. Let me know how that works out for you. You know, oh, you gonna pick that up? No, all right. Let me know how that works out for you. You know, like,
dude, we got out of the truck and like we were around the corner, and my father's like, "I hear John."
John Hawk's here. John Hawk's here.
That's funny.
That's so awesome. But yeah, no, it's crazy how you change your. And then I think back of how much stupid, and that's just one example. Like other things too, family members that I was just rude to or did something stupid. I'm like, wow, what a fucking piece of shit. But I was always justified in my brain.
Of course, absolutely.
And I'd apologize for things or fix the problem or whatever. But that's what I'll do. So don't let that happen again. Like basically type of shit. And I'll take care of it this time. But if you do that shit again. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, it's like what a piece of shit. Yeah, it was crazy. Never again though. Like,
it took a long time, because when I started to get sober, and I went to a lot of meetings. I go to a lot of meetings still, but I would keep hearing my story and things I did would start popping up in my brain. I'm like, holy crap, I did that too. Holy crap, I did that too. And then I really I started to beat myself up.
Right.
I was like, wow, I am I'm horrible. I'm a horrible human being. Like my conscience started to eat at me. John, wow, you did all these really evil things, man. You're just not, And it took a long time for me to truly forgive myself. To be like,
right,
John, you are. And Billy would tell me dude, you're not a bad person. You're just a sick person trying to get healthier.
Right.
I had to accept me and understand this thing called addiction or alcoholism, and I had to forgive myself. I had to learn to forgive myself, and it wasn't an easy thing. I'm not gonna lie. Like in the beginning, because I'm so egotistical and arrogant, I'm like, yeah, I forgive myself. All right, no big deal. Yeah. But it wasn't that easy. It did take time for me to truly forgive myself.
Yeah.
For the things I've done.
I think I still struggle with that.
It just takes time. It takes time, and one of the big things that was really. I actually had a guy one time after a midnight meeting. He looked. I wear a cross, and he was like, well, after I share, I guess whatever I shared, it must have sparked him to come up to me after the meeting, which is another reason I go to meetings because we can talk about things. And he was like, bro, he forgave you.
Awesome.
I think it's time for you to forgive you.
Yeah.
You know, I was
Really?
like, wow. I was like, you know what, man? I think you're right. I think you're right.
It's awesome.
You know, and that helped me. I won't say who said that. I'll tell you guys off the air who said that to me. But it really helped. It helped me to forgive myself.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah. So you never know what you're gonna hear in a meeting. So get your butt to one.
All right, Jess.
Facts.
So we are.
It's a great episode.
Yeah, I think.
Congratulations,
Yeah,
on your
congratulations.
apartment
Thank
and
you,
your
sir. Thank you, sir.
you're moving on up.
And I'm happy
moving
we
on
spoke
up.
about the resentment boiling in my fucking head. the
I
last
wish
2
you would have
days. I
said
feel
something a
lot
little earlier,
better.
but I'm glad you said something eventually.
I'm glad you brought it up on here. That was good to talk about.
Yeah, why not?
I wasn't going to. I was just going to keep harboring it, I guess.
And what would that have done? It would have burnt a hole in your heart.
Yeah.
I got back in the car like, fuck Joe, he ain't responding to this shit.
Now I'm gonna piss on the toilet seat.
I guess it was like the way I moved out, right? It was like, I was done in like a half hour.
You had, again, we don't know what other people are going through in this
Yeah,
world.
well,
So that's
that
why
was-
like, love and tolerance of others. We have.
Oh, everybody just thought I was like sneaking out in the middle of the night.
Nah, I think some people would have been like, dude, screw that guy because he did that. But they don't know why you would did that. You just were in the process of
Yeah.
getting another place. You
Yeah,
already
yeah.
said something to the owner. You know, so like you were
Dude,
stuck
it
between
literally-
a rock and a hard place.
Literally, like an hour previous, I got the.
That was me, so.
I got the call. Like, if you still want the place, it's yours.
Oh, so then that's what
And
you
then-
the trigger.
You were like,
I was
Russ,
I
I'm
was
getting
with
the hell
my-
outta here.
I was with my I was with my
Russell!
dad. It was later on. It was like late at night, and I was like, should I go get my shit? And my phone was like, yeah.
Why not? This
And
is
that's
God
when I
giving you
flew
a
over
sign
there and I
saying,
grabbed
yeah,
everything.
It's time to move on.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, I
This is
know.
what we want to do. This is
Well,
these are
yeah.
the goals that
Yeah.
we're trying to achieve.
Yeah.
So good for you, brother.
That's the last one, bro. I don't got another sober house at me. I think 5's enough. You think?
Sober houses?
Yeah.
You
I
know
would
what?
never do
Four
that.
was the
I am
number,
done.
but the fifth
I will
one to
live
meet
in-
us.
Oh,
I think
shit.
Jack had it with the seat container. I'd rather. I'll live in one
I
of
saw
those.
that picture.
Yeah.
It's all his home.
Dude, it's...
Oh, yeah, that I put in the group.
Yeah.
When the unacceptable,
He's like, why did-
unacceptable becomes
So,
acceptable.
Yeah.
so I was, long story, but I met him at work the other day or whatever. So,
Yeah.
real quick. So, because I think Jack told on his story on
Yeah,
his,
he spoke
on his
on
podcast
his- yeah.
that he's
Yeah.
that
Shipping
he's-
containers.
Yeah.
he was living in.
yeah.
When he put a
Shipping
tent in it
container.
because he was high class.
Yeah, he had
put
a tent
in
inside
a
of
shipping container.
So he was. I went by his job the other day, so he's parked next door, and I'm like, hey, wait, isn't this the? Because he's working at the same place. East Coast Transmission is one of our sponsors. No, I'm just.
Yo, but that's good that, like, I used to tell them all the time, like, you can't get any more fresher than that.
Yeah.
Where this,
You
where
now
addiction
work.
brought
So
you.
so his car now is parked next to the seat
His
container.
apartment.
And I'm like, wait a minute. You said it was green. Is this the thing you used to live in? He's like, actually, this ain't the one. It's down there or whatever.
it's in the corner.
And while he's pointing, I take a picture. Why did you just take a picture? I'm like, hey, I want to let everyone know you showed me your old apartment. He's like, you're a dick.
Oh, man.
Oh, man, that's
Still
awesome.
sick. But yeah.
Yeah.
Any other announcements? Anything going on?
No, just don't drink. Go to meetings.
Go to meetings. Don't drink. Go to meetings.
It's very simple.
Thank you,
All right,
everybody,
gents.
for
Thank you,
listening.
everybody. Please contact us, charlieandjoeyshare@gmail.com if you want any topics brought up or anything like that.
Yeah.
And we will catch you next week.
Later.
Bye.